Referee Balo indicating that that last play was a traveling violation. Villanueva tries to tap it safely to somebody, but ends up with it. The ball actually going to Alaska. Nobody was there from Barangay Ginebra. Here's Caguioa trying to organize the offensive line. Simpson wide open, offline. There's a lot of shoving and pushing. Could be Salvacion who's trying to deny the crime. It is on Salvacion, his first. Cortez gets changed by Helterbrand, who started out tonight 29-21. Kablai seeing action for the first time. Simpson saw some space. The hook shot has failed him so far. Hasn't worked.
He's getting the shot that he wants. Deep in the post, a little baby hook. It just hasn't fallen for him.
That's one of the most difficult shots to control, actually. Kasi palayo hook shot Pero pagka na-master ng isang tao na yung kabila, nagugulat pagka may hook shot ka pala.
Actually, ngayon wala na yung sky hook Ngayon talaga, it's a jump hook that everyone's employing. It's more like that. Put 2 feet underneath yourself and rise up really high. Wala na yung Karim Abdul-Jabbar. Yeah, the sweeping hook.
That's may science pa nun, triangulated at the eye apex. Sila ni Pat Riley at sila parehong mahilig mag-usap ng ganyan nun 29-21. 6:57 remaining. Second quarter. Caguioa doesn't like the crowd inside. Here comes the offense flowing outside. Hugnatan holds the ball with one hand. He starts to make his move with 5 seconds on the shot clock. He took a look at the shot clock. Simpson tries to tip it in. No success, and Daniels is there. Daniels playing with 2 personal. Salvacion. Pag 3-point shooter talaga, yung crowd handa na sumigaw Parang
and the crowd of Ginebra, they're really looking for something to cheer for.
Actually, totoo yan. And now it delivers.
Because let's face it, you look at this Barangay Ginebra squad, the first unit, the second unit, both we've seen them so far today. Both have not played up to par, offensively at least.
And Crash Daniels already in double digits with 10. But the score of Barangay Ginebra has hobbled along. Their offense getting some snags here. Usual suspects unable to deliver. Traveling. Referee Balo has probably the most interesting way of calling traveling. And he's into an argument right now. Okay. Sabi ni Referee Balo. Sige. And we have a timeout. We'll be right back.
Matagalan. Motoline. Trusted na pagmatagalan.
Maayong gabi, ganing yung tanan. Nagatanaw sa aton sa Visayas, Cubon, Mindanao. Now, let's bring in a comparison of how the imports sort of size up against each other here. Looks like the rebounds is the big thing between these two guys.
Well, remember that for Chris Daniels, we're only working with 1 game, so we don't really know if this was an apparition, if he could do better, or he would do worse. But then Diamon Simpson, he's done everything for his team, exactly what they needed. An inside presence, a rebounder with a lot of length.
Okay, yung word na yun, apparition. Not usually used in the basketball coverage.
Pero pagkasama kita kailangan nilalabas natin yung
Thank you Pero ako ang natututunan ko sa yung difference to sa stats, kailangan medyo with a fine comb mo titingnan kasi di ba 1 game nga naman yung isa, tapos yung isa nung isang buwan, 2 buwan na yata, 3 buwan na nalitan. Alam mo, si Tio Campo, siya nag-umpisa nito para sa Ginebra. They may want to go to him a little more often.
Well, he's the one guy that's actually having a good game for the locals of Ginebra. Other than Yancy Del Campo, no other guy has contributed more than 2 points for the Gin Kings.
Jeffrey Caguioa at the helm. Again, that congestion you were talking about, Jason. They managed to pull through with a shot there, but the spacing of the triangle, which really capitalizes on players being at least 15 feet away, not happening there. Foul on Eric Menk. And that'll be his first. Tenorio is already up from his seat at the scorer's table, already set to come in. First by Toss is in.
And LA Tenorio got a lot of rest here in the first half. There was no need to bring him back because the rest of the aces really performed well during his absence, during his stint on the bench. Even Cyrus Baguio getting much needed rest on the floor, on the bench.
Yung half-time, as you take a look at that free throw brought to you by BMAC Derby Ace Premium Formula dito ka na sa Limat, is not really rest, no? Ako ang sense ko yung pag umupo sila doon, hindi ganun as the same manner that they'll sit down on the bench while the game is going on. Parang napaka-hyper nila pag nasa locker room sila. Well, it's a theory. Well, in the meantime.
But to answer that, when you talk about rest, although they're getting rest, the opposing team and the players, they're getting that same rest compared to you.
Good point, good point.
The only rest that you count is the number of minutes that you're off the court. It's not even the number of minutes that is game time, it's number of minutes real time. That's why a lot of coaches, they like to rest their players at the end of the first quarter, moving into the second, para medyo mahaba-haba yung real time niya na rest.
Kasi yung basketball minutes, hindi naman real time yan, yung 4 and 12 na yan. Carriazo will hit the bench now and Baguio's back in. The recharged batteries are back on the floor for Alaska. Here's Toss. Yancey trying to squeeze in the sandwich defense. And Nathan, always a painful experience for him when he can't deliver because he tries very hard. Salvacion collects his third.
And for Alaska, they've always, compared to Barangay Ginebra, not regarded as a very good rebounding team. Barangay Ginebra actually number one in terms of rebounding. But we've seen it in this game. Alaska has been fighting in terms of getting that basketball, especially in the offensive end, and that's why they're getting a lot of those extra points, those extra second chance points from guys like Reynald Hugnatan.
Who now hits 2 for 2 and makes it rather a 7-point lead. It was largest when it was at 11 at 29-18. Here's Algebran trying to decide what to do with 9 on the shot clock. That falls short, and we're off and running with the aces. Here comes Tenorio. That familiar shot of his, a little too strong. Here comes Selterbrand. Yancey to Sunday. Meg thought about it and lost control of the ball.
Now, big men, aside from Yancey Del Campo, has been a problem for the Gin Kings. Eric Bank, nothing so far. Rudy Hatfield also was not able to give a good account of himself.
Baguio pulls up from 15. Toss squeezing his way through for an offensive pickup, but unable to deliver the basket. Salvacion launches a 3. Yes!
If you're Coach Tim Cone, your concern is Ginebra is not playing well. They're not running their offense well, but yet they're only down by 4 points. If you're Coach Jomoy Chico, that's the same thinking that you have. Your team hasn't done well. You can only count in your hand the 2 guys that have scored for you for the locals. That's Yancey and Sunday, but yet very much in this game.
As Tony De La Cruz makes a quick turnaround, unable to deliver on that one, and it is 34-30. Barangay Ginebra presented with a chance to come in their closest since being down by as large as 11. That didn't work. 2-minute mark. Tenorio using Toss as his shield. Close range shot. Alaska unable to hit some shots at close range. Hop, step, and jump. Caguioa lost it. Saw somebody down the middle. Man can't get it to go. And the ball picked up by Baguio before it goes out.